Back to Good Morning Indiana. According to research by Everytown, there have been more than 230 school shootings in America since 2013. Now, an Indianapolis-based company is hoping to prevent even more tragedies with a simple piece of furniture. I looked into why you could soon see these desks in your child's classroom.
Obviously, like I said, it's not something you like to think about, having bullet-resistant protection for kids or students in general, but unfortunately, it might be necessary.
Creative Industries has been making bullet-resistant products for decades on Indianapolis's west side, including bullet-resistant windows for schools. But as we've seen all too often, sometimes that's not enough.
You can have all the metal detectors you want and all the, but if somebody's crazy or just has that one bad day and they've got a gun, they're going to get in. They'll run through a metal detector firing. So unfortunately.
It wasn't until Mike Clark's wife, Robin, a teacher herself, approached him with an idea.
She happened to just bring up, what if you made a bullet-resistant table for me to have in my classroom? And we did it.
To the naked eye, one would never know these desks could stop a bullet, but thanks to testing, employees at Creative Industries have proved it.
It's lined on both the front and the top with bullet-resistant fiberglass. It'll stop the one that she had in her room will stop a 44 Magnum handgun.
The desks do not look intimidating and are light enough for a teacher to move on their own.
God forbid somebody came roaming the hallways with a gun, they could run to her class and they could either toss the table up on its side and stand behind it, or they could flip it up on its end and push it against the door.
Mike says while a school shooting is a scenario none of us like to imagine, these desks may be necessary in classrooms across the country.
The worst nightmare for anybody that someone would run through the halls of a school shooting, have an active shooting situation, but I would certainly like to think that if a shooter came into my wife's school, that she and her fellow teachers and her students would at least have a little bit of a fighting chance, be protected.
His wife, Robin, is the only teacher anywhere with one of these desks, but they are ready to start making more. The desks will cost between $700 and $800 to make, but as Mike and I both agreed, you certainly cannot put a price on someone's life.